Hey, what is going on, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Moonriver token. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. Now, if you haven't seen the previous update, make sure to check that out. It's going to be in the top right-hand corner of your video. I do try to post Moonriver updates on a weekly basis. Now, jumping into the daily chart, so I did give you a nice swing trade opportunity here, or not really a swing trade, but a trade opportunity here. And from this support at the 2.414 Fibonacci level all the way to the 20 EMA, which we did end up hitting, that's around about 30% trade over there. Actually, that was a bit higher, I do want to say, at around about $100. So yeah, a 40% trade, which was not bad, you know, if you took that trade, but still you started moving to the upside. And I did say that I wouldn't make that trade myself. I would only sell if I really needed the money right now, because selling when you're near the bottom in the crypto markets, that's not a very smart thing to do. So we do have two Fibonacci retracements set up over here. Hopefully it's not too confusing. So on the first one, we got to the bottom of the 2.414 fib level, and on the second fib level, we simply we had the targets to the 1.618, to the 1.414, and to the 1.272, but we didn't lose the first fib level over here. So basically, this over here is our swing low, and our swing high was over here for the second fib level on the 27th. On the 27th of December. So now if I just remove the first fib level so that it's not that confusing, you have your golden ratio here at the 0.618 at $111. And we have had 2 wicks above that area right now, but we do need to see ourselves close above that level, back tested as support for the continuation of the trend. And at that point, we can remove this Fibonacci retracement, because once you break through the golden ratio, or the 0.618, you are pretty much set to retrace to your previous swing high. And it's all about breaking this high over here. If you break $237, that will be very, very bullish in itself, but we still need to retrace quite a bit up until that point. That is still a 125% move. Now, what is positive is that we got above the 20 daily EMA. So that is a very positive thing in my opinion. We are holding it as support, wicking off of it. In case of a pullback, I would look at $90.50, $91 for support. That's the 786 Fibonacci retracement over here, the 0.786. So if you see yourself pulling back, you can come back down to this zone and land on the 786, which would be a nice back test of support, because you can see that here you started breaking out, right, of the 786 level, but you didn't have the back test of support. So that is potentially what's going to happen. We're going to hit our head on the golden ratio and get sent back down. Or obviously, if Bitcoin continues the rally, we may absolutely turn a bit vertical here and start getting overbought across all time frames. But that hasn't happened yet, right? We're simply slightly above the 20 EMA on the daily chart. Next up, I would target the 55 EMA on the daily chart if you're looking for a nice little swing trade, because we may run into that as resistance and come back down for a key level of support, for example, the golden ratio. So that is a potential, 20% trade for you to the downside. For example, if you sell at the 55 EMA, you wait for a 20% discount, you buy off the golden ratio, right? But, I recommend swing trading only to the ones who really know how to do it, or who have the nerves to do it, because if you are going to get scared after every impulsive move, then you shouldn't probably swing trade. Simply hold your assets, stake them, and, that's it. But yeah, that's it for the price action on the daily chart. As you can see, we just had this nice rounded bottom over here, and we're starting to climb up very nicely. So this is potentially our bottom over here. We have set our bottom for the crypto markets in general, and hopefully this is where we start moving up. Let me just bring back that fib level, okay, and let me just remove this one. So on this Fibonacci retracement, things are a bit different. As you can see, we are we were very oversold over here, and now we're starting to climb back up. We got above the second fib level, actually back tested that as support. So now our target is going to be the 1.618, and hopefully we don't have a rejection from this level, a strong rejection, because you can see that once we lost this level, we never had the back test of resistance. So this can potentially be your back test of resistance, and that would be your next lower low. So this could be a continuation of the downtrend, like I said. So ideally, you want to break this high over here, and we're going to set up a Fibonacci retracement as well to see where we need to break through to turn bullish. Let me get the Fib retracement here. We're just going to set up a little Fib retracement to this swing high. We're going to remove that. So right now we have a golden ratio here at $123.50. After we break that, you're looking at the $180 price tag based on the smaller Fib retracement. So we can get rejected from $123 and get sent back down, right? But if you see any sort of pullback, it's a great way to dollar cost average, in my opinion. So while the markets still haven't fully recovered and we haven't fully gone into a bull mode, I think we need to buy as much as possible so that we can have as much profit as possible. But obviously, never invest more than you can afford to lose. Now, jumping into the daily RSI over here, you can see that we're breaking out of the pink trend line, which is a great indicator. I did tell you that once you see a break through that multi-month resistance trend line, that would be a good sign. And we even broke through another resistance level over here. As you can see, this white trend line did hold us back since the end of December. So we had one bounce, second bounce, third bounce, a fourth bounce, and we had a retracement after the fourth bounce, and then we had a breakthrough. So with this breakthrough, as you can see, the moving average is turning quite vertical. So we potentially should cool off a bit and come back down for a back test of support here. So this would be a nice entry point for you guys. If you see the RSI come back down to the white trend line, draw this out on your chart so that you can see when it plays out. And doesn't matter what the price is, once you see a bounce, buy some, because you're potentially going to have a bounce from there because this was a previous resistance level. That's how it works. But yeah, that's it for the daily chart. Let's jump into the 4-hourly. Okay, now jumping into the 4-hourly, you can see that we're holding this white trend line as support very nicely, and we are in an uptrend over here. So we're printing higher lows and higher highs. So right now, what we need to do is break this high and print another higher high, and then come back down for a higher low. That is essentially an uptrend. But if you see yourself losing the white trend line over here, you may potentially run into the $100 support here at the second fib level, so keep that in mind, or look at the 4-hourly 55 EMA. Now, what is bullish as well is that we're printing a hidden bullish divergence on the 4-hourly RSI and the price action. On the RSI, you're printing a lower low, but on the price action, you're printing a higher low. Now, this calls for a hidden bullish divergence, and this means that we can potentially see a little rally over here for Moonriver. So let's see if that happens. I do like the project a lot, and I think this project can definitely get back to those all-time high numbers. A lot of people are worried about the price. They think we're not going to get back to those numbers, but trust me, guys, we probably are going to get to those higher numbers, because if Bitcoin is going to retrace to its all-time high, most of the altcoins would have already doubled or tripled their previous all-time high. So I wouldn't worry if I were you. I would worry about not being able to buy at these small prices again. That's what I'm worried about right now. I don't want the markets to rally so soon, because I still want to fill my bags with a bunch of altcoins. But that's pretty much it, guys. You have your resistance on your screen right now, $111 over here, which I wouldn't use for a swing trade. $135, that's more like it. Above that, $159, and the 123 golden ratio level that we took a look at. So make sure to leave a comment below saying what you think about this project, and let me know if I missed out anything on the charts. Feel free to follow me on Twitter. We do have a Telegram chat and a Discord server with great communities that will help out newcomers. If you have any questions or need any help with anything, feel free to ask away, and feel free to check out our Patreon as well. Already got 19 patrons over there. We've got a target for 20 patrons, so let's Let's hope we can get there by the end of the week, guys. So thanks to all the patrons for joining in, guys. Low cap gem calls, buy alerts, sell alerts, mid cap project reviews, market sentiment analysis, and all that kind of stuff, and personal technical analysis requests. A lot of stuff is in the Patreon, guys. I post around 60 posts per month. So yeah, feel free to check that out. I'm gonna catch you in the next one. Goodbye and good night.